know, I'm not going to piss in another man's sandbox.
Fair enough.
I think people are perverts.
The Morning Stream. You are listening to Adele Dazeem.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to TMS, the morning stream for Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson, and that's Brian Ibbett.
Hello, and today is a bunch of squares. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25. So 3, 4, 5 squared.
We got a good, weird number today, and I love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had a bunch of people reach out. In fact, I'm noticing every time there's a weird number possibility, get like 20 messages.
Yeah.
Telling us, hey, did you guys know that if you divide this and put it over that and then take it to the third level, then suddenly the date means monkeys are smarter than us or whatever?
Because we all, you know, we're drawn to that sort of thing. We like seeing those weird, like, oh, here's a weird thing that'll never happen again. How cool is that?
Yeah, we like our patterns, man.
We do.
Anyway, we're here. We got a show to do. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We're just talking about I'm not going to call it untimely, the timely death of Robert Redford, a legend.
Yes, yes.
And my mom's biggest, like whatever crush you all have for current day actors or actresses, take that, times it by 10. That's what my mom had for Robert Redford, who is just older than her by a couple of years is all. And he died at the age of 89 up there in Sundance, Utah, and that's the end of that. But and my mom was sad. I talked to her.
Yeah.
I said, hey, did you hear about Robert Redford? She goes, oh, I know. Get me more breakfast. She's kind of in a mood to eat a lot right now because she's, you know, I don't know why. She's just hungry.
Yeah, maybe she's building up some strength.
Maybe. We move her today to a facility. We got John talked into it because after it took 4 grown men trying to help him walk. Because remember, he's recovering from this brain bleed thing. And realizing that it will take 4 men to move him anywhere, he went, yeah, I guess it's time. We're probably.
Yeah, good. Wow, good.
Yeah. And Wendy was like sweating us. Like, how am I going to convince him? It's been impossible up to this point. But this moment of truth was like him trying to do anything and he can't. And he went, I don't know what else to do. And we're like, yeah, dude. Woo! So she's moving in there today and it'll all be good.
Right. Good. That's gonna be so much better for her, and you know she'll always have a phone nearby in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, maybe the charger could be right here.
Yeah, jeez.
I guess that place will have a phone, but you know,
yeah,
it's a really nice place. It's like 5 minutes from her, so all her friends and her neighbors and people who love her, they can all come out there. It's still a bit of a drive for us, but we know she's in good hands, and we don't have to worry about months of what's going on. So it's all good. It's expensive though.
Yeah, you got to worry about that's it's the trade-off. Woo! The facilities, I hear it from Teen all the time about when she goes and checks out a facility. And it's like, well, it's an inexpensive one, and here's why.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do one that's like, hey, this is a couple grand less, but everything smells like a peed-on mattress. Have fun.
Exactly. And they frequently have cases where the women, the residents, I'm thinking about an elderly woman who this happened to at one of the facilities Tina had to investigate. Went out a door that locked behind her, and nobody saw her do it. Nobody saw the monitors, the cameras, whatever.
Yeesh.
And she nearly froze to death outside because it was winter. She went outside, the door locked behind her, and she couldn't get back in.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's something I'd do. When I'm old, I mean, not now. When I'm in my 90s.
I do that now.
Yeah,
I do that now.
In my 90s, I fully plan on like locking doors behind me and tripping on shit and dropping stuff. It's going to be great. Brian, yesterday I had so much fun with your puzzles. Can we have another one? Can we do another one?
You can have another one. And I decided rather than, tell you, oh, here's another one where we just kicked butt and knocked it out of the park. I'm going to tell you about the one that nearly killed us, the dreaded Puzzle 7. This is the one that most of our other puzzles we did in like 30 minutes and 25 minutes and 40 minutes and that sort of thing. This is the one that took us 84 minutes, I think is what it came out to. 84 minutes to complete. And before we start putting stuff on screen, here's the setup.
All right.
We're given 4 sheets of paper of the puzzle, and the last one is just kind of a demo thing. I'll ignore that. But each of the 3 sheets has either 4 or 6 puzzles on it. There's a total of 14 puzzles stretched across these, and these are all of your classic Sudoku likes. There's variations that are called that use loops or walls. And Sudoku uses numbers, right? It's a grid where you've got to put the numbers in. They always have to satisfy a criteria of like, all right, no more than one version of each number, one copy of each number in each row, column, or square.
Does this category have a name, like this kind of puzzle?
No, I mean, people, I call them just pencil puzzles because these are kind of the thing, you just grab a pencil, you start filling it out kind of thing.
Right.
But for example, there's a version called Calc Dooku, and I think that's going to be the first screenshot. Calc Dooku is what it's called. No,
Calc sounds like big math on that one.
Right. So if you want to show the screenshot,
sure. Let's
Calc
see.
Dooku is like, there it is right there. It's like Sudoku, same requirements, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this the one we're showing right now is an easy one.
Yeah.
In this example, the numbers have to add or subtract or multiply to the numbers you see in the box. So, that top box, those 3 numbers have to add up to 8. And so if all right, we're working with 1, 2, 3, 4, we know it's got to be 4, 3, 1. There's no other way to get.
Oh, I see. So the total of 8. These numbers have to add up to 8 because that's the plus. Right. If it's the 2 and the divide by over here, that means whatever's in these 2 stacked on the right, they have to divide by 2.
It'll divide 2.
Divide into 2. Whatever the answer is
right.
2. But so you find out what the numbers have to divide into 2. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
And so we had one of those. We had something called Futoshiki, which is the next screenshot with the little greater than, less than symbols, I think.
Futoshiki. Is that what you said? Say it again?
Futoshiki. So
all right.
This is same kind of thing. Sudoku, 1, 2, 3, 4, no common numbers, but whatever is in a square with a greater than symbol has to be a bigger number than the one that's next to it, where there's a symbol. Oh, okay. In that second row where you've got greater than, less than, it's got to be, 4, 3, 1, 2, or I think that's the only way that one can work. 4, 3, or can you do 3, 2, 1, 4 is possible on that one, but you've got to figure that out.
Oh, wild, dude. Okay.
Each of these 14 puzzles, and you can start pulling them up, just throwing them up there willy-nilly. Each of these 14 puzzles had to be completed. But here's the kicker. For the 14 puzzles, there were 7 solutions. So that Calc Dooku that I showed you. Yeah, see? That Calc Dooku, those numbers would be in the same place as one of the other pencil puzzles. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 arrangement would also work on another puzzle.
Oh my gosh, is this for just the Einsteins in the world, or what? Who's doing these?
It is. And because of that, they give you far fewer numbers than you need to complete the puzzle. The ones we're showing right now, these are examples I found online where you can solve this puzzle just with the numbers, just with the information that's given. But with all these other ones, you don't have enough information to solve these puzzles. For example, the Sudoku that they gave us was really literally just, I'll just show it here. It was 4 empty squares where we had to basically fill out the numbers. If there's no requirements, like it can be, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we had to figure out what other puzzle those numbers would work in.
Right. That's wild.
Yes. So we had, well, see, here's the thing. Red Fraggle's like, can you send me these? I could, but I have to, there's a lot of erasing that I have to do. I mean, look, these are wall puzzles. So it's like,
oh, it's all scratched in. Yeah.
It's all scratched in and stuff. So
you'd
that's
have to
why I wish they would upload these separately, because I think you would get a kick out of them. But
what if there's a way to some software that lets you scan it and ignore all pencil work? I don't know if there is.
I know. It would just basically be figuring out where the threshold is to capture black, but not 90% black or something.
It's never great when you have to do it that way.
Never great, exactly.
Oh, if it was blue though, photo blue, oh, that'd be good.
Photo blue would be perfect if we did. Right, yeah, repro blue, non-repro blue.
Back in the day when Brian and I were doing typography and shit, it was like the magical thing to have photo blue on stuff because you could just block it out entirely. It was great.
It's why, and those of you who are unfamiliar with that, it's why when you look at comic book art, original comic book art, you see a ton of blue lines all over the place that the artist used to like sketch out muscles and stuff. And instead of having to erase them, it just doesn't get
ignores
reproduced.
them. Yeah.
So
it was great. We used to use that all the time for all sorts of things, but it's essentially not technology, but it's the essence behind blue screen and green screen and that sort of thing. It's just all about just getting rid of stuff you don't want to see.
Exactly. So anyway, so this was the one that killed us, and we had to basically figure out, we had to complete the puzzles. Here's where we failed. Here's what we did wrong. We focused on that very first Calc Dooku puzzle. Yeah. And instead of saying, oh, well, we know that one of these other 3 puzzles on this page has the same pattern of numbers, let's try and solve all 4 of these simultaneously with what we can do, and then we'll be able to say, oh, this 3 is here, there's a 2 in the same place there, so these 2 other puzzles must be the parallels, must have the matching numbers.
Oh, okay.
What we did incorrectly was we focused on the very first puzzle and tried to fully solve that. And when we didn't have enough information, we're like, well, let's plug in a 1 here and see if that works all the way across. Oh, it does. And then let's move on to the second page. Oh, does this work? So if we would have done it, and once we figured that out, we'd already spent 20 minutes on the first sheet of puzzles. And if we would have figured that out or determined that was the way to solve the other pages, we would have zipped through this this I call it this puzzle, but yeah, exactly.
I looked up Calc Dooku.
Ah, there you go. There's Calc Dooku.
It gave me this where he looks like he's doing math in his head.
It's amazing that somebody has come up with Calc Dooku already.
Well done, internet. You did it again. You took a thing that we were just talking about and you already made it.
Amazing. So anyway, that's that's the nightmare that we had to deal with. Now, if you want to look online for examples of all the puzzles we did, get ready to make a list. I'm going to read them off right now, and you can pause and find all these online. I was able to find almost all of them while I was taking screenshots, and I didn't look for the other ones. But Sudoku, Calc Dooku, Futoshiki, skyscrapers. Those are your number ones. Your wall ones are Canal View, Litz, Tapa, Cross the Streams, Nurikabe, and Yin Yang. And then your loops, where you have to draw one continuous line through a whole crap ton of squares. Yeah. Country Road, Mid Loop, Masyu, Masyu, and Yajilin, Yajilin. They're all fun. And I'm almost over the PTSD of looking at these again to where I'd love to start, do a couple more of these now. But
this is like going. It sounds like a dim sum place, and you just read the menu to me.
Like I just ordered, KT Data just ordered for us for the table.
Oh, that's funny.
So anyway, if you want to try those, they are fun. But man, it's
oh, it's fun. I just did a test. I did a transcription of what you said in real time.
Yeah.
And then
did you know?
Yeah, and then I asked AI to make me a simple list, and it did it. So I've got the list all ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Get out.
Tell me if any of this, I'll paste it in the chat. Tell me if any of this looks, because some of it may be wrong. I don't know if they heard it right or,
Yeah.
shit can happen. But
that was really well done.
It's kind of impressive. Here you go. Boom.
You putting in our Discord chat or in the chat?
Oh, Discord, because it won't work. The main chat won't take it for some reason. Oh, it's too much. That's why.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put it in Discord. It's this is ruining the fun of how fast it was. Because now it's taking me forever. Thank you. All right, here you go.
Let's see. Sudoku, Calc Dooku, Futoshiki, skyscrapers. Yeah, I mean, Calc Dooku is one, Futoshiki is one. So Canal View, Litz, it should be with an S. But other than that, Nurikabe, Yin Yang, Country Road, Mid Loop, Masyu, Yodulin. Wow.
Did pretty good, right?
Pretty well.
Not bad.
Yeah, or transcription.
Yeah, it was a little of both. The transcription is non-AI, but the conversion is AI. Anyway, AI is good at some stuff.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
And that just burned down a rainforest.
That's right. An entire rainforest.
Is now without water because we had that list.
And those ants are dead. No cancer fix for us. Oh, well. Listen to Film Sack. Real quick, we got a call from Dr. Jerry Tolbert, who likes to call in, be our friendly neighborhood doctor and correct us, fix us on certain issues, whatever. Tell us what we're doing right or wrong when it comes to medical terminology. And he's got one for us today. And this isn't just for one. This is for a series of episodes. They've been piling up. Here it is.
Good morning, gents. Your friendly neighborhood family doc swinging by to respond to some recent pages, specifically from the 10 September pre-show and the 11 September Friday show. On 10 September, you were wondering if RSV is a bigger issue now since there is more talk about it. The truth is that within the last couple of years, we got our first really effective vaccine. So RSV has been an issue causing upper and lower respiratory infections for young and old alike for a long time. But since we now have a safe and effective vaccine, we can prevent some of the more heinous complications. So especially for folks over 65, if the pharmacy offers the vaccine, it's definitely a good idea. Go ahead and get it. Scott, you also mentioned the cold air helping with symptoms, and I'm going to bet that advice was actually for a virus called parainfluenza, sometimes called croup. The cold air causes the swollen tissues to shrink somewhat and improves air movement so you can breathe better. And it's still advice that we give today. Also for the 10th, Brian's Hungarian grandmother mentioned staying in wet clothes causing bladder infection. And well, she may have heard that from a medical professional because it has some truth to it, but it's usually more true for people with short, not narrow, urethras. Since the moisture allows a bacterial slurry to form that can get to the bladder more easily and cause contamination and infection. Most men are probably safe, but why take the chance?
Quick note here.
Yeah.
Bacterial slurry.
Bacterial slurry.
I don't ever need to hear that ever again in my entire life, that term.
I played bass for Bacterial Slurry back in the
That is so gross. All right. Anyway, continuing.
Change out of wet clothes if you can. And finally, on the 11th, you both asked about vaccines. And though I know I answered you on Discord, for everyone listening, the season for respiratory illness is upon us. And especially with kids back in school and more people spending time indoors, we are all spreading our germs around. So I definitely recommend everyone that's able and willing go get their influenza and COVID vaccines. No better time than the present. And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to page me.
Yeah, the only issue I've got, or the only thing I didn't really address is what we're waiting for some meeting of the minds at the CDC to determine whether COVID is going to for sure require a prescription or not outside of certain classifications or whatever. And I don't know what the answer to that is yet. He may not either, but that was annoying. Although I don't, you know what, if I'd have walked away from there with 5 shots, excuse me, that would have been total of 6 shots because one of them was doubled.
Okay.
That would have, I mean, I already wrecked myself. I wasn't going to, I'm kind of glad I can do COVID separate. You know what I mean? Jeez.
Yeah. We were looking at it. So Governor Polis here, I love Governor Polis. He's made some kind of dumb decisions, but he also is really good in a lot of places. But basically he just said, no prescription needed. Come get your COVID. You want COVID test or vaccine? Come get your COVID vaccine. We're not following the CDC's requirements for prescriptions or things like that, which worried Tina because she even with her cancer or post-cancer, having cancer in her history, she still wouldn't have qualified to get a COVID shot.
It's so dumb.
It is so dumb.
I mean, it is nice that the doctors can override it and just prescribe it, but this is what's so funny. We're there and they're going, yeah, we don't know what they're going to do with that. Anyway, here's flu A, 15 other things, and also $40 to spend at the store because you came in. We got free all of that, and then here's a $40 gift certificate to just buy other stuff in this store that's part of this pharmacy. And it was like, okay, well, on the one hand, you don't want me to do a thing, or it's not them, but there's this weird cloud over that because it's literally COVID is nothing but a political football at this point.
Yeah.
But flu A, freaking RSV, give me that pneumonia shot. Like they don't, it's so stupid.
It is stupid. It's totally stupid.
It makes me want to fart blood onto a white wall. All right.
Ooh.
I took it too far.
You might be able to sell that as a Banksy or something.
Well, let's see. They'll just wipe it off like they did in Britain. That really cool, and they just did in London, and it got all scraped off. You bastards.
Yeah.
I know it was a little incendiary, but it was nice. Because he's good. We have one in Park City. They got somebody put a protective glass thing on it, and it got shattered.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
but it's still there. It's still protected, but it's got this
that's
like,
good, but
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Why do people have to be dicks?
One day we'll know who that is. Do you think it'll be in our lifetime if we'll ever know who Banksy is?
I think we'll find out who Banksy is. I think so. I feel like we will. Yeah.
Kind of hope we do. I'd like to know him. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for that. Let's dive into some news, because I feel like we've let the information go a little too long without sharing it with other people.
For sure. Yeah.
So here it is now. Well, that's one way to do it. Hey, it's the news brought to you by
Daily Music Headlines. Find out what's going on in the world of music by going to dailymusicheadlines.com. For example, today you'll be happy to learn that Ed Sheeran finally knows the name of his last album. It's going to be called Eject, and he's instructed his wife, Cherry Seahorn, to release it after his death. She gets to pick the songs, and she's going to release the last album after he dies. It's going to be called Eject.
Oh, my. All right.
Yes.
So this isn't him saying he's not going to make any more albums in his lifetime. He's saying he knows what he's going to do or is he retiring? He actually is. He's got 4 more albums. So he just released Play. Yeah.
He's got Rewind, Pause, Stop, and can't remember what the 4th one is. Forward, maybe?
Forward.
Rewind, forward. I mean, that would make sense, right?
It's really going with the tape metaphors here.
He is. That's basically, it's his, because his previous ones were all arithmetic symbols or math symbols, plus, minus, divide, multiply.
Does he have one in the middle there where he calls it, someone get a pencil, the tape's all unraveled, I need to slowly, I don't know what you call that. It's not short.
Manual rewind, yes. Right, exactly.
Rewind.
Yeah. Paul Massias says it is fast forward, so fast forward. No, Eject is the last album. That's the one that's going to be released after he dies. Okay. Anyway, so find out about all that and some other weird and cool stuff going on in the world. Bad Bunny going to be live streaming his final concert this weekend, and same day you can go buy last concert of his tour. Let me
I was like, why is everybody retiring at like 22 or however old these kids are?
The last concert of his current tour, he's going to live stream on Amazon Music this weekend. Yeah. On that very same day, you can pre-buy tickets for Mariah Carey's short Las Vegas Christmas residency. And by golly, I know we're all going to line up for that.
Yeah, I'm going to get right on that.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not at all. That's what I meant to say.
That's right. I told him until he sent me a text about it. I said, I don't think I'd even take a free trip to Vegas if it meant that I had to go see that.
I don't think I would either. Like it depends on how free they're saying. Like if it's free and I can also maybe not go to that and I'll just do other stuff.
No, see, that would be the requirement. You would have to go to the Mariah Carey show.
Yeah, forget it. I have no hatred toward her, but I don't care about that show. I would not care about that at all. Like zero.
Right. He said, what if it was at the Sphere? And I said, oh, interesting. You know, I'd have a lot of other things to look at, and she would just be this little tiny speck down on the stage. So maybe then I would go see the Mariah Carey Christmas show.
What if all they do is put a camera on her up close, and then it's just her in the dome?
Fill the Sphere with it, I'm sure.
Just giant Mariah Carey looking at you.
She's not a very, what's the word, vain person. So I can't imagine that she's going to want them to put a big camera on her for whatever concert.
Oh, yeah. The last thing you hear about her is vanity. You never hear about that.
You never hear about that sort of thing. So, no diva or anything like that. So I don't know. Yeah.
I guess when they call you a diva in the music world, there maybe is something to being an actual diva.
Yeah. There is definitely some divatude in that thing.
I think probably the least diva of the divas is either Lady Gaga, who seems pretty chill in interviews, and
she's
Hello from the Other Side lady. I can't think of her name.
Adele. Yeah, Adele's a very good example of a reluctant diva. Like she'll be the queen when she's up on stage, and I think same with Gaga. Gaga is able to separate her personas from like, yep, I'm just Stephanie Germanotti here, and then over here, nope, I'm Lady Gaga, and bow before me.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting mix. She fascinates me. I like her a lot
for sure. Yeah.
Probably the most though, like this. Now that I think about it, is Sia, because Sia spends most of her time in that weird wig when she's doing the Sia thing.
Yes.
And she's older. She's like our age.
She
or
is,
close
yeah.
to it. You're a little younger.
Yeah.
But she's got that presence, and at the same time, nobody really knows what's going on in her personal life.
Right.
Otherwise,
Right.
once in a while you see a photo of her at a food bank or something, and she just looks
Right.
like anybody.
Just like this normal, pretty blonde lady.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't start doing that until till her more recent albums, like the stuff when I was getting her music, like Clap for Hands, and the album before that, it's just her on the cover. It's like, okay, this is what Sia looks like, and now it's like, oh no, now she's a Muppet.
Now she's a lampshade. Everybody, she's the black and white cookie lampshade. Enjoy.
That's right, exactly. Yes.
All right, well, check that out. DailyMusicHeadlines.com. Everybody.
Yes.
Kind of where that was going. All right, we got a story here about a man arrested for living in a crawl space of a condo complex for, quote, an extended period of time.
Wow.
Don't be doing this. A man in Oregon. This reminds me of the movie coming up with Tatum Channing.
Oh yeah.
Or he lives in a Toys R Us or something.
When he's wanted, he's like on the run, on the lam, and he's hiding out in a Toys R Us or a Target or something like that.
I think it's a Toys R Us, and
Is it Toys R Us?
I think so. And it's Peter Dinklage is the manager of the place.
Yes.
And it's based on a real story. It's a real guy or something, I think.
Is it? That's great. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Something like that. Anyway, it reminds me of that. But a man in Oregon was arrested for living in a crawl space of a condominium complex for an extended period, according to the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, that's right. Clackamas.
I love that. Clackamas, Oregon.
It's pretty cool,
Nice.
right? Benjamin Booker, age 40, was arrested on Wednesday after officials investigated a suspicious circumstance at a condominium complex in Clackamas County near Happy Valley. That's what we call Utah Valley. Call it Happy Valley.
Happy Valley?
Because most people are oblivious to the world's problems and just live in their little...
So it's like Blissful Ignorance
yeah,
Valley.
Yeah, they should call it that. Although that's where that shooting took place last week, so
Yeah,
it's not as happy at the moment. Anyway, the sheriff's office said in a press release, Wednesday around 11 p.m., a witness reported seeing a man who was, quote, not known to live in the complex, parking his car and walking to the back of one of the buildings. Upon further investigation, the witness also noticed the door to the crawl space was open and a light was coming from inside. They went to the scene, said they noticed the door in the space was damaged and now locked. So broken into and then locked. With a long extension cord running through a vent. This is the part I respect. You got to get your TV and your whatnot.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Your hot plate, like all the things that you need to be able to do what you need to do with this, for sure.
Yeah, how are you going to live in a condo crawl space that isn't yours if you don't pull somebody else's power in there? Deputies reached out to the owner of the complex who said nobody was supposed to be down there, they said. And they had heard strange noises coming from the crawl space before. Here's the sound they heard. Anyway, he's busted. He's out of there. No more living for free in the... I mean, that's just the state of housing prices here in the States.
Yeah.
You can't afford anything, so you live in somebody else's crawl space. So
If I was single and couldn't afford an apartment or a house or something, I would 100% try to do something like this. If I wasn't bothering anybody and the only thing I was doing was just slurping off of the electricity that the apartment complex is using, kind of, I would do the rooftop, live on a Toys R Us rooftop if I had to, or in the crawl space, the attic of something like that.
I don't even know what I would do. If I found a guy, I might even be willing to say, I didn't notice you for 6 months. My bill didn't strike. You go, you know what? Chill, dude. You're good. In fact, here's some brownies. I might do that.
Right. Totally. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd have to ask, if this is just me alone, I could make that choice. But, I'd have to ask my wife. Kim may not be into it.
Do you mind making some brownies for a cellar man?
Yeah. She may not be so into it.
Crawl space man.
May not quite be as into it as I am. All right, we're going to dive right into some time with Bill. He makes things,
cool.
and this is going to be a fantastic segment. So everybody sit still, hold on to your butts. Here we go.
There's still something wrong, isn't there, Bill?
Well, that's the rumor. Old Bill joining us once again. I don't call you Old Bill. You're not like a cowboy or something.
Old Bill.
Yeah.
The cool thing about Bill is he can make his own crawl space.
That's
if he
true.
needed to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would too, right? If you had to, you'd make a crawl space and survive the zombie apocalypse. That's how you'd survive.
Yeah, and it would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be the nicest crawl space.
Oh, yeah.
You've got all the intimidating fake weapons, and scare all the stragglers off and say, "Hey, can we come in there?" No, as you aim your Mass Effect gun at them.
It would probably be more like finding someone's stash in Fallout. Like, where did they get all this crap?
I love it, dude. It is Bill Duran. He runs all things Punish Props up there in the Pacific Northwest. He comes on here so graciously and talks about cool maker stuff. Everything from what's going on with the 3D printing world all the way till something rad he took to a convention and everything in between. Even sometimes he drops us a bomb and says, "Hey, Adam Savage came to my house and he and I made, cookies or whatever." That's also exciting. Anyway, Bill, enough about me. Let's talk about you and what you're doing this week.
Well, I did make something rad, and I did bring it to a convention, and that's what I want to talk about today.
Sweet.
So I'm still coasting off it's been a couple weeks, but coasting off the Dragon Con afterglow.
For sure.
Yeah.
Riding high. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well
it was
deserved.
A good one this year. So I finished up Bender. Well, I got him to a finished enough state to take him to the show. I got my Bender robot out to Atlanta, and he partied all weekend long. It was amazing.
How did this is always a question I have with anybody who has like a separate thing, and I guess you've done this before with the StarCraft probe and all that. But how do you do this in the space that is so overly occupied by human bodies? How are you getting around in that crowd? That seems crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an area where the bots all hang out in the Marriott there, and I hung out there a whole bunch, and people kind of understand that that's where the bots are, and kids like to go hang out there because they like seeing the robots. So I hung out there, but also just during the day when it wasn't crazy busy, I just had them on the floor, and it worked fine.
Mm-hmm.
When it started to get really busy, I put him away because I didn't want people tripping over him, and you just can't see him. He's short enough that if the crowd is too tight, you just don't see him at all. So
yeah,
right.
You also got to worry about not just people not seeing him, but falling, like tripping and falling on him and destroying all your work in the space of a second. Yeah.
So, but I did get to bring him out a lot. Like, we were there for 5 days, and I brought him out, I think, about 5 hours each day. So he got a lot of play out on the floor.
That's great. Cool. How loud is his voice so that could you have people behind him go, it's freaking Bender behind me?
It is not loud enough for Dragon Con.
Gotcha.
I definitely need to upgrade his sound system. Now, in the elevators, you could hear him great. And I had programmed a lot of lines that killed in the elevators. So I was having a lot of fun. Every couple floors, I got a new audience, and I could use all the lines over again, and they just slayed the whole weekend.
Oh my gosh!
Find it in here.
That kills me. There's little kids all squatted down looking at him while he's talking.
I know.
That's adorable, dude.
So the kids would sit down and look him right in the eyes, and I could puppet the eyes to look at them. And they were transfixed. It was amazing. One kid had a little digital camera, and he took a picture of Bender, and then he turned the camera around so we could show Bender.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
The best.
I love it that there are kids of an age that are way into it that probably have never seen Futurama, but they don't care.
Right.
You know?
No, the robot in the little car is just really cute, and they wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, after doing this and showing him off and that sort of thing, and spending the weekend with Bender, weekend with Bender, is there a little George Lucas-y kind of thing going on where, or James Cameron maybe, where you're like, ooh, you know what? There's a few things now I want to add to it, or there's some extra things I want to do.
So many things I want to add. So many things, and the last video I put up on YouTube, I asked for more ideas too. Like, I want to make a little beard I can snap on him, a little rusty beard for when he's sober.
Oh right, I love the rusty beard. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things they do in that show.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And there's just a myriad of ideas like that, little Futurama things. I want a little stack of cash I can put in his mouth, or a cigar, or a little jet of flame that shoots out of his mouth.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hats. I want more like features for his car, like a party mode, a little a little exhaust, maybe. I don't know. I got tons of ideas.
That's great. You could put a little tiny civilization on him. Do you remember that episode? It's one of the greatest episodes of TV ever, not just Futurama. It's so good.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, the new season just started back up on Hulu this week. I'm so excited.
Yeah, excellent.
I got to catch up.
I gotta finish watching the rest of it.
I'm behind by about a season and a half. So
is the next step I know you've got the tribes thing you're doing on cults, right?
Mm-hmm. What is it? Printables. There we go.
Printables. Is this something that you could do a version of this that people could print themselves, take apart an RC car, print the pieces, and kind of have a non-verbal version of it to ride around? Or is there too much that's not 3D printed that you use to make this that wouldn't quite work for?
It's tough. The car it's built on is like a $300 RC car that you have to cut in half, and that's kind of a that's a big ass.
A huge barrier to entry, I think. Is
that's the word you're looking for.
But maybe I can make a version of him, maybe of just the head in the car. That's maybe a smaller version. That
maybe where the wheels don't, or maybe where the wheel, it's just regular wheels. You don't have a motor in there. You can push them around.
Yeah, maybe I could do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Well, this is awesome. Yeah. Does it make you want to do anything else in the Futurama universe, like something with the ship or something with Leela, or I don't know?
Oh my gosh. I've been watching the show. There's an episode where he's flying around. It's just a head on a little UFO.
Mm-hmm.
I could just build a UFO and just swap the head on it.
Yeah, modular bender head.
That's great. Yeah.
I could build a robot body, a bender body that's like a statue, and the head could plop on there, and it could just talk to you. I could have it motion activated, so when you get near him, he yells at you.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Oh yeah, that's many good ideas.
Love it.
There you go.
This is what I love about doing all my work on the internet is I can do all this work. I have this platform now, this robot, and then I can put it out and say, "Hey, everyone, what ridiculous thing should I do with my robot?"
Right. What do I do next?
The weirdest ideas.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I told you I wanted to upgrade his speaker. I want to animate his mouth. The eyes could use an overhaul. The version 1's pretty good, but I've got some ideas for the version 2. Yeah, this is a project that just breeds more projects, and I'm really excited to do more to it.
I noticed a lot of you showed a lot of cuts from the event where others have, there's Wall-E and there's some androids and droids and all this stuff. Is that a growing part of the event? Remote,
like a little set aside
cosplays
area.
of robots.
Yeah. I don't know if it's growing. There's always a lot of them there. There were 2 Wall-Es, and I really, really want to build a Wall-E. It's just a ton of work.
Yeah, that one's a beast.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone says Nibbler and his ship. Imagine a little Nibbler ship driving around.
Hell yeah.
Man, now I want to do that.
Yeah. See?
I want a little trailer for him. A little U-Haul trailer.
You could have the concentrated dark matter turd come out the back of the thing. Yeah, a little hard, heavy lead ball that's all black.
Yeah, or it could be like chocolates. He could poop out little chocolates.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, that means you're still picking up a piece of chocolate off the floor and eating it.
I mean, not me. These are for other people.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, that's good.
It's never for you.
All those kids. Those kids love floor chocolate.
Well, this is awesome.
Floor chocolate.
Now, something we didn't do last time because we're idiots. Before I just tell everybody where to go, by the way, it's punchprops.com. It's also the Punch Props YouTube channel and all that. But last time you were on, I completely spaced you giving us a bonus link as the tradition that it is. And somehow I just spaced it and kicked you out of here. So not today. What do you got?
Drop a link in the chat there for James Bruton, maker out of the UK who's been around for forever. He builds robots, but the robots you can ride on.
Oh, wow.
Right now, he's building a 4-legged walker robot that he can ride on. And it's everything he makes is ridiculous and awesome. Like, nobody asked for this. He's just going ham on with his printers and building the craziest stuff.
I was going to say, it looks like a lot of regular 3D printed gears and stuff. And
yeah. Oh, and then aluminum extrusion, just like that's the stuff you use to make the 3D printer.
Oh, man, that's awesome. So he'll have this is just one in a series, and it looks like he's not quite there, but he's getting there. So keep your eye on this guy. It is James Brutton, Bruton. Yeah, I know, right?
Man, all right.
Brian, you got printers? Come on now.
Yeah,
Get that going. Get that project going.
Sure. I'm all over it. Yeah, happening soon.
The STLs are on their way. Well, Bill, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I'm glad you didn't get the con crud, or did you?
Yeah, no,
Brittany and I both got a little bit of a head cold, but we're over it.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's not bad.
Bump.
Yeah.
Nasty stuff this year, so I'm glad to hear it was mild.
Mm-hmm.
It is Bill Duran. He is Punish Props. He is Chin Beard everywhere you go, so look for that as well on all the socials. Bill, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Always good to hear from Bill.
Always.
Love hearing from Bill.
Yeah. Bill.
All right, guys. We got some emails, texts, and stuff to get to. Seeb wrote in. Or would you say Seab? I don't know. Seeb.
Oh, Seeb. It might be short for Sebastian, but maybe not.
Oh.
Seeb.
So that'd be S-E...
Usually it's SEB. Usually is short is Seeb or Seabass
like
or whatever.
Seba or something.
But this is SEAB, and that might even be a typo based on the rest of this.
Yeah, I'm only reading this because this is the most nonsense thing I've ever gotten, but it's said so earnestly that I want to explore this. So Seeb, S-E-A-B, sent this message in. He says, "When did you guys have that tree? When did he? It's so messed up. I'm going to mess it up. When did you guys have that tree? When did hay? Question mark.
When did hay? Yeah.
Do you have any interpretation of what I just read, Brian?
I'm guessing this was spoken into a phone with dictation by somebody from Wisconsin.
I love it. All right.
When did you guys have that tree? When did hay?
Yeah, when did hay?
For a second, I thought maybe it should be Wendy Day, that something Wendy Day, that free Wendy Day, or the.
Okay. No, I like this.
I don't know. I mean, this is.
We're doing detective work as best we can here.
Yeah.
All right. So I put it up for the chat, and anybody at home, again, the sentence says, "When did you guys have that tree? When did hay?" Question mark from Seeb. If you can interpret that. Tied to Wendy somehow, or I don't know.
Maybe we'll hear from the original author.
That'd be great. Seeb, let us know.
Let us know. What exactly were you trying to say?
I could send an email to seeb@gmail.com, but I don't know if it would get to him, Really weird. Anyway, chat seems to have zero ideas of what any of that was, but that's okay if they don't.
Yeah.
Here's one from, didn't say who. We don't have a name, but someone from New Jersey. Hey, borough and suburb, it starts. I like that.
Okay, yep.
Regarding your discussion of townships and such, in New Jersey, we have boroughs, townships, and cities, and the distinctions come from their forms of government. And here's how those break down. This is, I did not know this.
This is great, yeah.
Townships often include different named sections, like the Leonardo section of Middletown Township, or Lincroft Village in the same township. These actually come from earlier towns and then were combined, and they're governed by committee. Oh, that's interesting. So they're usually it's separate. It's like it's opposite of that here. A small community will grow so much that it will get incorporated as its own city or town and then split out. But this sounds like a different consolidation kind of idea. It says boroughs are similar, separate towns governed by mayor or council. Cities like Newark or Ashbury Park are governed by a council and manager, not mayors. Interesting. They're just different names for similar types of municipalities. Hope that clears things up. Do they all have comptrollers? Is that the deal?
only boroughs. Comptrollers just get comptrollers just work in boroughs.
I wish we had a borough. Boroughs would be cool.
Boroughs are cool, right? Yeah.
We don't get those out here. Not in the West. I feel like we bailed on you guys in the 1800s and said, we're moving west, is big, wide open, whatever. And we're not using any of your words, your fancy East Coast words. F off, says us.
I'll pile on to that because somebody did send in a well, actually, and we're not going to want to cover this a second time. But let's see. Joshua Helton wrote in and said, towns and civil townships are not interchangeable. In Indiana, I live in Deer Creek Township in Miami County. We're not only elected county officials, but township boards and trustees as well. Indiana has 92 counties and over 1,000 civil townships, each with elected trustees and boards. The closest I could find to this in Utah was what they called metro townships. Those only existed in Salt Lake County, and that practice ended in 2024 when they became towns or cities.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, that's a perfect place for this. Well, actually, we're not going to save it for Friday.
Yep,
that was great. Thank you for that. That's awesome.
You bet. No point in re-well-actualing that since we've already well-actuallyed it.
No. Got another one. This just in. Hey, Sponger and Ballatroon?
Ballatroon.
Sure.
Wow.
I don't know what that is.
I imagine we're going to get the context of whatever he's pulling those names from.
I feel like I'm going to feel dumb, like I missed something, but here we go. In TMS 2867 earlier this week, Bobby kicked things off by saying he wanted to cover something lighter, and then immediately dove into an invasion of flesh-eating screwworms.
Yeah.
Glad he kept it cheerful, he says. It reminded me of a book I read called The Lost City of the Monkey God. That's familiar to me. I don't know why. It's true. Anyway, it's a true story about a modern expedition into the Mosquito Coast of Honduras in search of a lost civilization, using LiDAR, the team was able to detect what lay beneath one of the densest jungles on Earth.
Oh, very cool, actually.
Scary, dude.
Yeah.
I won't spoil the details, but the history and expeditions are fascinating. The book also takes a darker turn when flesh-eating sandflies, like responsible for wiping out past civilizations, enter the picture. Even today, they have spread as far north as the United States. I didn't know about these. No one told me about sandflies.
Sandflies? I mean, sandflies, we saw a ton of them. We went to Roatan, which is an island off the coastal Honduras.
Yeah.
They call them no-see-ums, and they bite and you never see them. It's like, great, now I've got a bunch of little bites all over my legs from these sandflies, and I didn't get to kill a single one of them.
Yeah, dude. That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't want any of this.
But knowing that they've spread up to the US kind of freaks me out.
Well, in our dry climates, man, it seems like a thing called a sandfly might flourish here, you know?
It might, yeah.
We can't grow coffee, but we can get sandflies. Anyway, he says, I think Bobby and others would really enjoy it. I wanted to pass that along. Love the show. Justin recommended the Long City. Sorry.
Lost.
The Long City.
The Long City of the Monkey Gourd.
It's the new Justified offshoot single season.
That's right, yes.
Justified : The Long City. The Lost City of the Monkey God. And that's available on Amazon. So go check it out if you are so inclined toward things like that. Nice. Thank you for your emails, your questions, your thoughts. You guys can send your voicemails and your texts, which I think all of these are, although a second one might have been email. Anyway, those all go to voicecast.app/TMS. And if you would prefer email, you can do that, themorningstream@gmail.com. And if you're like, these are too many things to remember, good deal. Because you can just go to the website, frogpants.com/TMS, and all of it's there. Includes other stuff that you're going to need, like, my birthday's coming up. Brian's going to play me a song. You'll find that. You'll find our list of recommendals over the months. You'll find all those links. We put it in one place.
That's right. Yep.
You lazy ass mother effers who can't remember everything.
I need to make sure I link to Bill's video. I'll do that after the show. That'll go up.
Putting it in post. Also, someone said something in the chat, and that made me want to ask this. I haven't seen Claire in the chat in a few days. Can somebody do a wellness check on Claire?
Yeah, I know she's her new job now doesn't work because she's working at the time that we do the show, and she basically gets off of work around the time that we finish up, and so she never gets to hear us live anymore. Yeah. But it still would be worth finding out if she's doing all right.
Yeah,
sure.
I sent her a quick note. I don't know when she'll get it, but hopefully someone will hear something. Hopefully she's okay. I miss her annoying presence here in the chat room.
When I took a drink of coffee.
Yeah, perfect timing. Yes. All right. Everything else, like I said, frogpants.com/TMS. Oh, and if you want to support us, patreon.com/TMS. And if you are a fan of other shows on the network, good news, you can find out about all the upcoming live stuff or even podcast stuff only. You can find it at frogpants.com/schedule. This week is full of all sorts of things. We got Play Retro tonight. Tomorrow, we got a new Word on the Street with Greg Street. Friday, we have Core. Why is Core on Friday? Because Thursday, I go sign a bunch of contracts for the frickin' Nerdtacular deal next year. So that's all happening this week. Big week. And my mom's moving into a place that smells like pee. So it's all happening.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't know if it does. I hope it doesn't. It's supposed to be really nice. So,
and I'm still hoping to announce my next project, the thing I've been working on for a couple months. Announce it Thursday. So be here for that.
I'm very excited. Yeah, there is a show Thursday. I won't have left until I don't leave for a couple hours after that. So.
Cool.
So be here all week, everybody.
Wendy will be back home, or will Wendy?
She says she is, but I told her don't stress if it's a problem because she flies home late Wednesday, and she says no, I'll be fine. I got it, and I'm like, all right, just we're easy here. So if it's a problem,
we can do an episode with her talking about all the stress involved with signing contracts.
Yeah, she's had her hands full since she's been here. It was really fun to hang out though the other night. We all got to just sit and talk, and she did a trick. She refuses to let me show the video of this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to honor her request and not show it.
Like a magic trick kind of thing?
Kind of. But here you got this professional therapist, very grounded, very educated, all these things that Wendy is. And she exudes this sort of professionalism wherever she goes. But she has a side of her that is basically me. All right?
Yeah, sure.
And once in a while it comes out. Like when we were growing up during Thanksgiving, our goal was to see who could burp or fart the quietest, so that no one else around the table would hear it. And the person who, if somebody eventually noticed, then that person had to do, I can't remember what we made each other do. It was like a contest. So I know she's capable of these things. Well, the other night, we're in my mom's little room there, and she goes, oh, do you know I can do this? And I said, what? She stood up. I pulled my phone out. She goes, you better not show this to anybody. I said, I won't if you tell me not to do it. But I still filmed it. So I have it if I ever need blackmail.
You have it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's
I got. You always have to
the cold curling iron of blackmail.
Yeah. Exactly. So she gets up and she stands across. She gets a bottle of water and she stands probably 8 feet away from a table that had a plant on it. I think. Yeah, that's what she did. It was a plant. She drinks a little water and then she proceeds to show us that the gap in her front 2 teeth. I also have one, but she has a bigger one. She takes this water and makes the perfect stream that starts and then ends as she wants it to. So it's not like a bunch of extra drippy or drops.
Right, like she's got to work her way to figure out where the aim is. She gets it right from jump.
Yeah, and it goes, and then all of it ends up in the plant. No spillage, no spray, no offshoot. It was amazing.
Now, she's okay with you fully describing all this?
Oh, yeah. She's fine with me telling it. She just doesn't want it on film.
Just no video. Right. Okay.
Yeah. But if I ever need it, got it right here, baby.
Wow. It's cool.
It's in the cloud now. Better not hack me.
I have an idea for the next Taskmaster.
Oh, man. It'll ensure her win, as best I can tell.
For sure, yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the show. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Brian, let's play a song on our way out the door. What do you got?
Yeah, this one's not one of our happier dedications, but hopefully it comes out okay. September wrote in and said, on September 4th, my friend Marianne had a stroke. She's in the ICU, and tonight there's news of complications. Marianne and her husband and children need all the good vibes we can spare. Marianne is the biggest Depeche Mode fan ever. I thought I loved them. I had nothing on her. I sent her condolences when Andy Fletcher passed. Rob plays a Depeche Mode song when she comes to one of his shows. She's beautiful, kind, caring, and fun. One of those people that light up a room. Any Depeche Mode song would be great. Signed September. September, if you can get us an update on how she's doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's recovering. Like the complications were minor or even, non-existent, and that she's recovering. So hoping for that.
Yeah.
Now with Depeche Mode, here's the tougher part. You don't want to have something like Enjoy the Silence or Personal Jesus when something like this. So I picked something that I've heard recently that I absolutely loved. It fits with the theme. And listen, if you love the album Violator, you know this song. It's called Sweetest Perfection, and it's a hidden gem on the Violator album.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
I mean, that album is so good. It's hard. It's easy for songs to get overlooked, but that one is really a banger.
You got those big juggernauts on that album, and these things kind of slip by, these little deep tracks that are so good.
Yeah.
Sweetest Perfection, covered here by the band Color Theory. They actually put out an album 5 years ago called Color Theory Presents Depeche Mode. Very heavier electronic EDM, well, not dance though, electronic music sound to them, and it's really, really good. Color Theory, here's their cover of Sweetest Perfection.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
She's trying to steal the cross.